Now I'm going to ask you to pause this video even and convert these angles, these degrees, into radians. And it's a lot of work, but maybe just focus on one quadrant. So remember that this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. Okay, so maybe just do at least 3 of them. Now, if I wanted to convert 30 degrees to radians, remember the process would be 30 degrees times pi over 180. My degrees would reduce out. The zeros reduce out. 3 goes into 18 6 times. So I get pi over 6. So let me just change my color. So this is also pi over 6. Right? They're just different units. They represent the same angle. So save time, because I'm going to assume you know how to do this since you had your homework on this already. 45 degrees, if I convert that, that will be pi over 4. 60 degrees will be pi over 3. 90 degrees is pi over 2. And so I'm going to keep going around the circle. This is going to be 2 pi over 3. 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 6. This is just going to be pi. This one would be 4 pi over 3. Oh, forgive me. Going too fast. This one would be 7 pi over 6. Oops. 7 pi over 6. This is going to be 5 pi over 4. This is going to be 4 pi over 3. This will be 3 pi over 2. And I'm keeping going. This is going to be 5 pi over 3. This one's going to be 7 pi over 4. See, I even have to search my memory sometimes. And this is going to be 11 pi over 6. And then you go one full revolution, and it would be 2 pi, which we discussed before. Or you didn't move at all, and you're at 0. So remember, 0 and 2 pi, that's known as a coterminal angle, right? You start and end at the same place. Okay, so all we've done is talked about what these angles measures are, okay, in degrees and radians. In the next video, we're going to talk about how in the world we find out the location. Okay.